Hello, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Level Up with Gal. I'm your host, Gal Pereno. I'm so grateful for you for returning to level up in your life. And if you are brand new, I appreciate you so much and welcome to the freaking Level Up tribe. I cannot wait to dive in with you today to give you some tidbits and nuggets to help you along your journey and along your way and to send you so much good freaking vibes today and love to start your day, whether you're listening to this first thing in the morning, in the middle of the day, the end of the day, or a couple of days after this episode has been released. But before we dive in, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you never miss any new episodes and you can continue to level up in your life in the way and the time that you want to, because you are always in control. When you want to learn more, when you want to change careers, when you want to try something new, when you want to add a new hobby, and go on and on and on and on. But today we're going to dive in and talk about why it's important to be vulnerable in your life with the people around you, and how that can actually help improve your life. A lot of times we think, we have to be tough and we have to be strong and, we don't want to show our cards because we don't want to look weak and we don't want to feel weak. We don't want people to think that we're weak because we're strong, right? How many of you can relate to that? For me growing up, it was like, no one's going to break me down. So I'm not going to tell anyone I don't know something. I'm not going to ask for help. I'm not going to let anybody see my cards because I'm this strong woman and nothing is going to break me. And I started to have this thought process since I was a little girl. When my parents got a divorce and I didn't fully understand why this happened. And I was like 7 years old. So how can I fully understand what happened, right? But I'm sharing this story because I thought I did something wrong. And I thought if I was better, then it wouldn't have happened. And I also thought, if I didn't cry so much, then maybe they would be together. And nothing to do with me. But some things are out of our control. And things happen, right? And they're not always the best situations. But what I do want to share with you, what I learned from that experience, even though I had no control of them getting divorced, no control of moving, many cities away and having to start a new school and having to make new friends, it was terrifying. I'm not going to lie. Would I want to do it again? No. But looking back, I made it through it and it made me stronger. But it also installed in me that I'm not weak and I'm strong and no one's going to think less of me because my dad's not in my life. Parents got divorced and then my dad was around and then he wasn't around, long story short. And it really broke me for part of my life, I'm not going to lie, but also changed me so much. And then it installed this whole, I'm determined. I have this determination since that 7-year-old little girl that I'm going to figure things out no matter what. And I'm never going to be less than. No one's ever going to think I'm less than. And I'm never going to let myself feel less than, and I'm going to be grateful for whatever I have no matter what, and I'm going to work hard. And I truly believe that every single one of us can do anything as long as we try and we want to, and it's in alignment. Sometimes you do really want to do something and it's just not in alignment and the timing's off. But the reason why I'm sharing that story today is because for a long time, I did not want to be vulnerable. I don't want people to know that I have pain or I have been through things that have really broke me or made me sad or some things that kind of still affect me, right? Because who wants to show those cards? And we as humans want to look strong and be strong, and we want that respect, and we're in control and yada yada. But being able to be vulnerable opens up so many amazing doors and opportunities. You know why? And what I've learned over the years of not wanting to be vulnerable is because it shows that we're human. Every single one of us goes through ups and downs, and the truth is it is okay. And the more we're able to be vulnerable, the more we're able to connect with people, the more we're able to sympathize with them, show empathy, the more we improve our relationships, whether it's at work or, your friends, your family, anyone around you, acquaintances. The moment you were able to put that guard down and really be a human and express your emotions, even if it makes you cry. That is okay. It is okay to cry, because crying is releasing that energy, and that is a step towards healing. A lot of times I used to tell myself, I'm not gonna cry, I am this tough cookie, and crying is showing weakness, but it is not. And I used to hold my tears in until all of a sudden I couldn't control it anymore, and then it just went crazy, bursting out, right? And people are like, what happened? I'm like, I don't know, I can't control it. But the more you allow yourself to express your feelings and be your true authentic self and be vulnerable with the people around you. But let me back up 1 second. Make sure you're opening up to people who are good for you in your life, right? That plays a role as well. But it takes you allowing yourself to express yourself and being vulnerable and allowing people in. Everyone in the world is not meant to know your story, and everyone in the world is not meant to hear what's going on in your life. And you get to choose how much you want to share, but you shouldn't have to feel like you have to hide who you are, what you're going through, because we're human. No matter if you are the CEO of multiple companies, or you are a top director at a big time company, or you're a specialist, or you're doing data entry. It doesn't matter what level of job you're at, or maybe, you really love working in retail, or you're a barista. It doesn't matter what job you do or what level you're at. You're still a human, and you don't need to be higher up at a job to be worthy to express yourself. You are worthy exactly the way you are, in whatever position you choose to do, whatever way you choose to show up in your life. What's important is being who you are and being able to express from your heart and be your true authentic self. When you are able to be yourself, be vulnerable, you're going to connect with people naturally. It's not going to feel forced. You know how when you meet some people and you just feel like it's just so forced, but you don't know what it is about them, but you don't like them, and you don't like the words that are coming out of their mouth sounds like golden, or whatever they're trying to sell you, maybe, or whatever program. Doesn't matter. But something in your gut and your heart's like, something's off about this person. Tune into that. Don't ever just be like, I don't know. Let's just work with this person anyways. And I'm telling you from my own experiences, there was someone in my life where I was like, oh my gosh, this person is speaking like everything I want here, and I'm going to sign up for this program, and I spent all this money, and I don't regret it at all, because at the end of the day, even though it wasn't quite the right fit for me, I learned so much from it. Was it a costly lesson? Absolutely. But I will not do that again. When I choose mentors now, or programs or classes that I want to take to level up in my own life, I am choosing people that I resonate with. People, when I'm listening to them, that it's really authentic and is genuine, because we want to work with people who are authentic, who are genuine, who are caring people. We buy things off of our emotions, right? If it makes you feel good, then you're going to invest in it. If it doesn't make you feel good and it makes you feel yucky, don't invest in it, right? We buy things, products, right? Like from Amazon, because we want to wear that shirt, so it makes us feel good. Or we want that new nail polish so we can do our nails, so we feel good. We want to go get our hair done, so we feel good. So make sure when you are investing in things that you're going to have a return on investment. You're going to learn from it, but it also is going to make you feel good, and you resonate with the program or the person who's teaching you whatever it is that you want to learn. I have worked with a couple of people that I was like, maybe I shouldn't, but then I did it anyways, because the words that are coming out of their mouth sounded so good, and I learned my lesson. My costly couple lessons. The lessons keep coming up until you learn the lesson, and that's what happened to me. And now it's stuck. I got it. Thank you, universe. That to choose people and things that are going to help me, but also be truthful about it. And it's not shameful that maybe you invest in something that was super costly and it wasn't exactly what you hoped for, and that is okay. We make mistakes. So be willing to be vulnerable in your life and share the things you're going through with the right people. And you are not alone. Every single one of us is going through something. We're all having this human experience. The more we can sympathize and be open and open-minded and vulnerable with each other, and connect and build our relationships, the better that things are going to be and in flow, and we surround ourselves with good people, the better we're going to feel in general. So here's a quick tip for you to wrap up this episode. You can say, how do I start being vulnerable? Well, choose someone you trust and, share something in your life that you're going through with this person and see how you feel. It's going to feel really good to be able to express truly what you're going through with somebody you trust, or maybe it's multiple people that you trust, and like, hey, this is what I'm struggling with tonight right now. Would you, can you give me 5 minutes to just express myself? I'm not really looking for advice. I'm just looking for a listening ear. And find that person who'd be willing to listen to you. I bet they're going to want to help you, but if you're not looking for advice, tell them. Or if you are looking for advice, tell them, and slowly start to see how you feel. And if talking to someone is a little bit too much and there's a lot of resistance in that, then I would recommend writing it down in a journal, expressing to yourself, writing it down so you get those thoughts from your head onto paper. And when you're writing, it is a connection with your brain where you are actually letting that slowly go onto paper and starting your healing process. So I hope you found this episode helpful. Let me know if you need any help. If you're interested in learning more about me, check out my website, www.galpareno.com. Reach out to me if you want to collaborate anything. Send me an email at lifecoach@galpareno.com. I am so freaking proud of you for tuning in and continuing to level up in your life in the way that you want to. So subscribe, don't miss any episodes, and if share this with anyone who you may think will find it helpful, and I will catch you in the next episode. Take care, and I love you so much.